in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall. We request anyone wishing to address council, please wait for the mayor or deputy mayor to recognize you. Please state your name and address for the record, and please remember, all comments must be kept to 3 minutes or less.
Everyone, please rise, salute the flag, and for a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad?
Here.
Councilmember Coombs?
Here.
Councilmember Roy?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Here.
Mayor Sipple?
Here.
All right, there is nothing on the work session tonight, so we go right down to the consent agenda. Does anybody on council have any comments on the consent agenda?
I have none.
None. Hearing none, close that. Does anyone in the public have any comments in regards to the consent agenda only? Hearing none?
Approval of the minutes from the November 15th, 2021 meeting. Resolutions number 2021-356 through 2021-376, and ordinance number 2021-22, an ordinance amending Chapter 7 entitled Traffic of the General Ordinances of the Township of Lower. This is the first reading of this ordinance. The second reading and public hearing has been scheduled for January 3rd.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2021-21. This is the salary and benefit ordinance for the Township of Lower. This is the second reading and public hearing of this ordinance. This ordinance has been published, posted, and made available to the public.
Anyone on council have any comments on ordinance 2021-21?
None.
No.
Hearing none, anyone in the public have any comments regarding ordinance 21-21? Hearing none? Need a motion?
I'll make a motion. A second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
Resolution number 2021-377. This is a resolution authorizing the 2021 Incentive Award for insurance waivers in the amount of $50,000.
Anyone on council have any comments on resolution 2021-377?
Good. No comment.
Hearing none, I'd like to open up to the public. Anyone in the public have any comments regarding resolution 2021-377? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Abstain.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
All right, move down to the manager's report. Mr. Laffey?
I have no reports there.
All righty. Administrative reports. Call to the public. Public comment? Anyone have any public comment? Please come to the microphone and state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Jim Pomponi. I live on Richmond Avenue in Diamond Beach. We've been having the flooding issues there. And back in around the end of October, we had some blowout high tides. And water was literally coming up out of the catch basin, and it flooded the street almost the same as if we were having a really bad rainstorm. I think it was the Mosquito Commission came out I'm going to tell you, it was the week before Thanksgiving, and they excavated a trench from the end of the outfall line, maybe a couple hundred feet out. But as fast as they were excavating, obviously the water is rising up in there. So we wanted to see what would happen. Well, last week we had another blowout high tide. Water was still coming right up out of the catch basins. And I understand, and you guys are aware that this has been an ongoing problem. The thing is, where I used to work was right off of the Delaware River, and we had sluice gates there. Basically, it's an outfall line with a flapper gate on the end of it. At high tide, the water pressure keeps it closed. At low tide, it opens up, and all the water that's inland is going to go out. The guys that were out there a couple weeks ago, I asked them if they could tell if the pipe was clear or free of obstruction. They said that wasn't their job. They're just out there to basically excavate the trench. So I think the next thing that we could possibly do is make sure that pipeline is in fact open, and then create some kind of a flapper valve on the end so that when the water is rising up, that valve will close. And I think that may, I'm not saying it will, but it may help to alleviate some of the problems that we have there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gary Douglas, Public Works Superintendent. So being as I'm here and the question came up, so hearing them concerns, so the mosquito department was out and they graciously helped us dig that ditch. The outfall was a bowl, so it was restricting the water flow outward. So they dug this ditch, I think it was like 385 feet. It did lower the levels in the storm drains, and that system does have a check valve on the end. So it is working properly. You know, them pipes in Diamond Beach, like anywhere else in the low areas on the inland here, they're you know, underground. The water table's been up, you know, this recent year. So there is infiltration along the pipes, you know, they're not totally sealed. So we are keeping an eye on it, and you know, we'll see where it takes us, and we'll go to the next step. So we have reported that back to the DEP, that the complaint was filed, and we are in compliance. So I think what the mosquito department did is going to be a help. I mean, extremely high tides, like anywhere else, the landing, I mean, we can't control them. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public? Okay, hearing none. Council comments. Councilman Conrad.
I'm going to keep it kind of short. It's the end of the year. We just received a report on the inspection of the beach access pass in the villas. If you remember, quite a few, about 4 or 5 years ago, there was really no township beach access in the villas. And everything seemed to be North Cape May and everything, trying to fix that area up. Proud to report at this time there's 26 township beach access points in the town, in the villa section, with another 12 others that own private property that we're not allowed to maintain or put the split rail fencing. They were inspected by the Office of Emergency Management. They're all pretty good. He also included 5 that were in Bayside Village, it's Ward 2, but that's all right. That's a separate number. But we went from 0 to 26 nice beach access, including steps in a few areas, for people to enjoy the beach, the Delaware Bay, the way it was supposed to be. I also like to, real quick, this weekend we say goodbye to a township resident that we honored here a few years ago, Miss Helen Eppiheimer. She passed away at 100.5 years old. She had taught CPR here and was honored because she taught over 10,000 people. If you take that number and put it 10,000, it's hard to picture 10,000, but it's roughly just under half the population of Lower Township that she basically taught and gave the chance of life. CPR is not perfect, but here was a lady at 100 still teaching CPR. And I just thought that should be brought up. Other than that, have a good night.
Councilman Kuhn.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out the Ward 2, the Bay Shore Road project is progressing, moving along. They're still working on the concrete, curbing and such. Unfortunately, it's not going to be done by this weekend, and our parade route has to be changed, but I've heard some people upset about the change in the route, but I just want to assure everybody that it's only 1 year, and once we get this done, it'll be back to normal. So, thank you.
Councilman Roy.
The only thing I have is a repeat of what I had mentioned, I believe it was in the March or the April meeting, regarding house numbers being posted on properties or mailboxes. I can't help but notice a lot when driving through the township, there's a lot of homes that are absent any type of identification. This creates a hazard for the homeowner as well as EMS or any other service that's responding. It's very difficult sometimes to find a property, especially at night when you have to illuminate the area and look for numbers that aren't there. So if anyone knows anyone that has a deficiency in putting a number on their home or themselves, please do that as soon as possible. It's only for your own protection. Everyone be safe and beware of your surroundings. Thank you.
Councilman, can I add to
Yes.
that, if you don't mind? I know that our code enforcement officials over in code enforcement have assigned to one of our seasonal workers to actually identify some of those, and we're actually going to notify the homeowners that they need to put those street address signs on their house just for emergency services and so forth. So that's something that they have been working on for the past couple of months as well, and those letters should probably be going out pretty soon as well.
Good, thank you.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. A couple things I want to touch on. First of all, there's a couple large ticket items that were on the consent agenda tonight, and I'd like just to mention that the 63 body cameras that are going to be purchased, the township received $124,318 from the Attorney General's Office of New Jersey for the purchase, to help the purchase of those cameras. And also there were 16 cameras to be installed in the police vehicles, and $115,000 came to the township from the American Rescue money. So there were some large ticket items that we needed for the police department, and we are being supplemented from the state and from the federal government. Also, the superintendent of the Lower Cape May Regional School District, Mr. Castellano, is going to be attending our next meeting, December 20th, and he's going to brief us as council and also the public on a bond ordinance or a bond that is going to be going out for the Lower Cape May Regional School District for improvements to the school buildings. And that bond referendum is going to be on January 25th, 2022. And Mr. Castellucci is going to be here next meeting to notify us and bring us up to date on it, and the general public. So the general public, maybe we can get a bigger turnout. If not, see us on the YouTube videos to get the proper information from the Lower Cape May Regional School District. Other thing, I would like to also thank our emergency management coordinator, Mr. Donahue, for his inspections. He's done all the beach paths. He did the beach path inspections along with Mr. Douglas, Superintendent of Public Works, and Mr. Laffey. It's a 5-year requirement for DEP to get our permit for the beaches down there, and I want to thank Mr. Donahue for a very good inspection and report that he did on that, along with thanking Mr. Laffey and Mr. Douglas for participating in there. I believe our engineer was also involved when they went down to do these inspections. Okay, I have some announcements to make. Saturday, December 11th, this coming Saturday, there's going to be a toy drive here at Town Hall. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a toy drive for the needy children in the township. Also, we're asking for gift cards for the food bank.
They're also needed, and we're right around the holidays here, approaching Christmas, and the food banks are, they're doing quite a good job, but they need our help. So please, if you can, donate some gift cards. Also on Saturday, December 11th, is the Rotary Christmas Parade here in Lower Township. Due to construction on Bay Shore Road, the parade route is going to change. It's going to start off at Sheriff Tiller Boulevard and Town Bank Road. That's where the starting point is going to be. The parade does begin at 6 p.m. It's going to travel west on Town Bank Road to Bay Shore, and then it will turn left on the Bay Shore Road and end at Rose Hill Parkway as it normally does. Again, the parade will start at 6 p.m. Sunday, December 19th is a Ferry Merry Christmas at the ferry terminal. It is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And last but not least, our Lower Township Recreation Department is going to have a New Year's Eve celebration at the Rec Center on Friday, December 31st. It should be 30, right, 31st. New Year's Eve celebration on New Year's Eve at the Rec Center, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Right? That's all I have, and I believe, Mayor Sipple, do you have any comments?
I have nothing, Deputy Mayor.
Okay.
Resolution number 2021-378, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is to discuss personnel and attorney-client privilege.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coon?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
7